Fume is an innovative, award-winning flavored air device. Instead of electronics, Fume is completely natural, and instead of harmful chemicals, Fume uses delicious flavors. Instead of bad, Fume is good. Hello, it's math, y'all. It's a habit that you're free to enjoy, and it makes replacing your bad habit easy. I love how Fume looks in your hand. It feels luxurious, it's heavy, it's weighty. She has served over 300,000 customers, and you can be the next success story. For a limited time, use my code RIVALRY to get a free gift with your journey pack. Head to tryfume.com, that's tryfum.com, and use code RIVALRY to get a free gift with your order today.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Sibling Watchery, and today we're going to be reviewing RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 9, Episode 8. It is Make Your Own Rusic, and I am back on Watchery. I guess I'm filling in for Monet, and Trinity's filling in for me.
I love that. I love to be the replacement for somebody super talented.
Everyone's been loving you on the pod, by the way, and thank you for continuing the tradition of brutal honesty in regards to these, because you're seeing now that sometimes Monet be trying to be in these pageant streets.
Oh, she really does try to swerve in traffic, bitch. She really does.
Mm-hmm.
One thing about me, I don't lie. I do not lie. I am many things, but a liar I am not.
I will tell you a joke, but I will never tell you a lie. That's the same thing I say all the time. I will tell you a joke, but I will never tell you a lie, honey. And I'm telling you the truth on today.
Well, okay, so if that's the case, let's start how we did last week. Tell us a girl you hate.
A girl that I hate. I have girls I don't work with, but I don't really.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I won't work with Sharon Needles. Sharon Needles, I will not work with her.
Okay, that's kind of a pageant answer because that's the girl that a lot of people won't work with.
Well, she is one of the girls that I'm like, I will not work with. Like, I can't. Like, I've done it before. Last time I worked with her was on a Christmas tour, and I just can't. I can't. I literally can't.
Now, this was back in the Christmas tour day, so this was before she got canceled. So what is the reason why you won't work with her then? At that moment, not all the other stuff. There's tons of reasons why, but at that time.
So Sharon thinks that she's being transgressive when she tries to dismantle systems that have nothing to do with her. So she says racist stuff.
Mm-hmm.
She also drinks a lot of her. She's like trying to get sober, but I don't care. She uses and drinks a lot, and it is really, really hard to be around. Like she would cause chaos on the bus at like 3 a.m. when everyone was asleep, and then she would just wake up and be like wanting to literally physically fight people. I'd be like, this is insane. Like, this is insane.
That is crazy. I've worked with her here and there on one-off gigs, but I've never done like a tour with her. Yeah.
It's rough. It is rough.
I can imagine. Well, I want to say, not to take over your podcast, but I do need to clarify some stuff. And then this is the last that I'm going to mention of this, Farrah Moan.
Oh, I know this is. I know who this is. I already know who we're talking about. I already know.
Well, I have to clear this. I have to clear this up because she made some statements that were very not true. And
she said you were transphobic to her guy she was dating.
Yes, that's what she said. I'm not saying yes, that's what I did. I'm saying yes.
Yes, I was.
Yeah, yes, that's what she claimed. So I've waited until this podcast because I opened a can of worms on the podcast. I might as well close this chapter out on this podcast. So Peppermint. Farrah Moan made a bunch of allegations saying that I went to dinner with her and a date that she had when I was booked in San Francisco, which was true. Mm-hmm. And she made some statements that I made some very transphobic remarks. One of the remarks that she said that I said was, I can't believe there are men walking around with pussies. Like, girl, okay, I'm from Alabama, but even I back then knew there was a such thing as a trans man and knew what the biology of a trans person is. And then she goes on to say that I said some other even more harsh things. But what she failed to say was that I had two of my friends were also at dinner with us. So it wasn't just the three of us. It was her date, me, and two of my friends. And what I'm assuming happened is that this happened a long time ago, and so Farrah just doesn't remember things exactly how they happened because it was so long ago. And also, I'm thinking because she also made some statements saying that I never had a conversation with her offering her to come stay with me, which is also fake and false. I was constantly in contact with her when she was going through all of the stuff when her therapist passed away and then the beginning of COVID.
Her therapist passed away?
Huh?
Her therapist passed away?
Years ago, yeah, like the beginning of COVID, they were murdered. And yeah, it was a very sad thing.
Her therapist? That's wild.
It was very, very, very sad. And so she was really going through some stuff and we have a conversation. She doesn't remember that. So I contacted my two friends that were with us, and I was like, I do not remember saying these things. Like, can you tell me if I did? Like, because I don't want to make a statement if that's what I did say. They were like, one of my friends, I'm not going to say their name right now. If they decide they want to come forward, they can. Said, well, actually, I'm the one that said something. But what she said was not what was said.
Your friend said something different.
My friend said that, because how all of this started was, her date was a porn star. And we were all having a conversation about that lifestyle and then like what we were all into. And Farrah had mentioned that she has been with trans men. And then my friend said, I could never do that. I've never been with a pussy. That's what they said. Now,
Got it.
I don't.
It is a little problematic, but it's not the same thing.
I can't speak to what that, whatever that is, but that didn't come out of my mouth. That was not something I said. I did not make a comment about it. And for her to place that on me, I can't be responsible for other people. We were all adults there.
Memories are faulty. We don't always remember things the way that we think we remember them.
But this is the problem with the fan base, is that without hearing my side of the story, this is a cult following, just like a mob mentality of just going after somebody just because one person said something. And that is the problem with not hearing all sides, is because you really don't know. And of course I didn't say anything till this podcast because I wanted to put it on here. And again, I don't want people going and hating on Farrah. I don't care for her, but I also don't wish her bad will. And again, this was a long time ago, so I don't fault her for not remembering details. But what she said that I said was not anything. I didn't say anything to do with that. That was somebody else. And I'm putting this to bed and moving on.
Get in. Read it. Good night, Moon.
And moving on.
Well, you heard it here first. Trinity the Tuck wishes nothing but goodwill and fortune to the beautiful Miss Farrah Moan.
I didn't say that. That's also a false statement. I did not say that. What I said was I don't wish her any bad will. That's what I said. I didn't say good fortune and all
fortune, fame, money.
I didn't say all of those things. No, I didn't. That did not come out of my mouth. See, look, you and Farrah have something in common, Miss Bob. Okay, stretching the truth.
And with that in mind, let's hop into episode 8, Make Your Own Rusic. So Mick has just been snipped for the second time. And I believe it was Angeria who did it both times, wasn't it?
Oh, girl. Yes. I think so. Yes. Wait, no.
Right?
No?
No, Roxy did it last time.
Roxy did it once. Yes.
Yeah.
There's been so many double fatalities with these scissors, it's hard to keep track.
Right? I mean, my whole thing is like, girl, if your plot line for snipping someone is revenge, off the bat, you're not doing it for a good reason. I want to say out loud, too, I don't think y'all are hearing what Plastique is saying. What Plastique is saying actually makes sense. You can't, if it was All-Star 6, there comes a point where blocking, it was 6 that y'all did, right? 6?
7.
All winners? 7. There comes a point where blocking Jinx won't matter because she's already ahead. You can't stop her. she's already going to make it to the finale, but you can prevent someone who might take your spot. And they keep acting like what Plastique is saying doesn't make sense, but it genuinely makes perfect sense.
That's what I did with Evie. That's why I blocked Evie when I blocked her, is because it was later in the game. I wanted that spot. I didn't want her to take my spot. And no, I love Evie, but she's talented enough where who knows what the other challenges would have been. And I didn't want her to catch up.
And why is everyone acting like Plastique's not making sense when she's literally making perfect sense? It's so annoying for some reason. I don't know why that is pissing me off, but like she's making perfect sense.
Well, this fan base, girl.
And then Nina points out because Angie was like, "Oh, I just blocked you because we have the same amount of badges." And Nina was like, "No, you don't. You actually have more badges than Plastique. You have one more than Plastique does." But they still could be neck and neck, which is proof is in the pudding because Plastique just got another badge. She just got her third badge this episode. So obviously, and then Angie was like, it was a little bit of revenge in there.
This is the thing. I'm okay with a revenge snip. I didn't do that on All-Star 7 because right after I got blocked, Shay, who blocked me, got blocked. Mm-hmm. And so I kind of was like, that's the universe tapping her for getting me. And so I was like, I'm good. And so I'm okay with a revenge thing. I get it because a lot of people are going after Angeria and she feels attacked. So she's like, I'm gonna tap you because you're tapping me. I get it.
And it is weird when you play a game however you want to play. If you want to block for revenge, if you want to block because you don't like her outfit, if you want to block her because you don't like her the way she draws her eyebrows, you can block someone for any reason you want to block. All I'm saying is there's not a whole lot of strategy involved in blocking someone because you want to get revenge. But there also was strategy involved in blocking Plastique blocking Mick because I do believe that it could have helped. She should have blocked someone else. I don't think Mick would have won this challenge anyway, obviously because she wasn't in the top. But there was some really, I did not know. Can I just say out loud? I haven't been watching this whole season. I was filming trailers when some of it was happening, so I feel like I'm so behind. I did not know Plastique could sew like this.
Oh, girl, I don't think anybody, no one, because she was, okay, let's be real. She glued some stuff to a corset her original season, which was fabulous. It was fabulous, but sewing a full garment, sewing things that you pay a designer thousands of dollars for that would make something just like that, girl, she might be the best seamstress on the show that come from the show.
Yeah.
I don't know really anybody else. I sew very well. I think Roxy sews well. None of us made what she's made. Like that is.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say that Utica has shown some really remarkable sewing skills, and same for Q. But Q has also shown some impressive sewing skills too. But what Plastique is doing is
next level,
crazy. Girl. And y'all don't realize the amount when we get designers to make us garments, we give them sometimes 3 months, a month, and at the shortest amount, a whole week.
Mm-hmm. And
these girls are doing this. Yeah, these girls do this in 12 hours.
Yeah. Yep.
That's wild because y'all realize they don't get it until halfway through the first episode, and then they have 6 hours to film, and then they have 6 hours the next day to finish shit up. And maybe back in my season they weren't letting us take stuff home. I heard they let the girls take stuff back to their hotel rooms now.
Yeah, they do. They let you take stuff back to the hotels. But also, not only on top of having 12 hours to sew, they're saying we need to talk about story. We need to talk about story. Yeah. You need to be doing this. We need to take breaks so we can have lunch. We need to take breaks so you can do your walkthrough with Ru. Like there are so
many. The cameraman reunion. Those cameramen.
Yeah.
Maybe when the break comes, they're putting those cameras. You can be in the middle of crying about your dead parents. They don't give a fuck. Cameras down.
Yep. Put down the scissors.
Literally.
Then, in my case, I'm yelling at producers to go find my trims, and which cuts into my time of making my garment because I'm making Mandy go dig through dumpsters, which is one of the producers.
I have to yell at someone. So the next day we walk in and we realize that Chanel still has nary a single badge, not even a whisper of a badge. What do you make of this?
Girl, What is that famous fragrance by Chanel? Chanel number 1?
Chanel number 5.
Number 5. Okay.
Isn't it number 5? Jacob, can you Google that? It's number 5, right? I think Chanel number 5. But she's giving Chanel number 0.
I was gonna say she's giving Chanel number 8 in the lineup. Bitch. She's gonna be Chanel takes the 8th place. Okay, Chanel number 8.
Yeah, I mean, no shade. Chanel's an icon. Everyone acknowledges that Chanel's an icon, and having queens like Bibi Zahara Benet, Chanel, Tammy Brown, Akasha, Victoria Porkchop Parker, Angina, Rebecca Glasscock, Jade. Am I missing someone? Nina Flowers. I think I said everyone's name. Doing what they did, filming Drag Race in RuPaul's garage, and that's a joke. I keep saying that they didn't actually film it, but filming Drag Race in RuPaul's garage. And did you know that the girls from season 1 actually went around shopping the show in full drag?
What? What do you mean?
Like they went into like offices to like sell the show because I think when they filmed it, the show hadn't even been sold yet. So I heard stories. I heard stories allegedly. The girls would be up in full geesh in these I don't know what place like HBO or Paramount or whatever. There was at the time it was Viacom being like, "Do you want this show? These are our queens."
You know what? RuPaul better be slutting these hoes out, bitch. Okay.
I mean, truly, get on the corner and walk.
Yes, girl. You better make this money from mama.
You better shake it and shake it fast. So RuPaul walks in, and we find out that there is a mini challenge, which is their photobombing famous vacation spots. I'll run through them real quick. Vanjie did the Swiss Alps, Chanel did Argentina, Roxy did the Congo, Plastique did Paris, Nina West did Japan, Georges did the Arctic Circle, Mick did Hawaii, Angie did London, and Nina West won the whole challenge because she was getting fisted by a sumo wrestler in Japan.
I thought this was a fun challenge. These are always so silly to me, and these are kind of also a way for the show just to pick somebody that they want to have an advantage that episode. But I did like Nina's picture. I thought it was funny.
Well, it seemed clear that Nina. So the thing is, when you're doing these photo challenges, you don't see what they don't. We don't. These Photoshop things are being done way after the episode, so they're just there posing and being like, I guess this looks like this. We don't know what it is. But I also notice what is smart is when you go in there and you say what you want. Like who's the one? Georges, not Georges. Yeah, Georges was like, who had said I want to put my arm around this polar bear? That was Georges, right? Yeah. She was in Arctic Circle. George was like, I want to put my arm around this polar bear. So then she knew that she was going to get her arm around a polar bear. And Nina was bent over in front of sumo wrestlers. She knew that it was either going to be, they were either going to be topping her or putting their hand up in her or doing something. So if you go in there and say what you want to do, not typically, but sometimes the producers and the editors will Photoshop in what you want.
And also, we don't get to choose the picture that they use. They just pick whatever they want. Like and so they literally can pick who they want to win the challenge, really.
Very top model.
Yeah, very top model.
And they're usually also, definitely giving some version. They're promoting something. They were promoting away luggage this time. Which, to be honest, away is great luggage. I mean, I'm not getting paid to say that, but
I won that on All Stars 4, and I was like, girl, why? I won luggage. I don't want no luggage. But then when I got the luggage, I was like, oh yes, girl, I wanted the luggage. It's fierce.
Right, and the thing about away luggage is this: when your away luggage is bad, if you take it into the shop, they will just replace it. They will just straight up replace it. Straight up, no questions asked. If the zipper's broken, if there's a big gash in it, if a wheel is missing, which doesn't happen very often. And the Ru girls, we beat luggage up. Y'all, we do luggage dirty. Luggage is not meant to travel as often as we are traveling.
Yeah.
Luggage is meant to go on the road at the most, probably, maybe 12 times a year. Maybe.
Oh, not even
trips
that.
a year.
I mean, for all of you peasants out there who go on road trips, every, once a year, you would know what this is like.
You're so ridiculous.
I've got to give y'all your little things for the episode.
The drama. No, listen, I love giving drama for the episode. So Nina West wins. Her picture is really, really fun. And then also Nina West in her interviews has a different voice than she has in the workroom. In the workroom, your voice talks like this. In the workroom, in the interviews, she sounds like JoJo Siwa. She's like,
Oh.
dream guest on my podcast. like that is the voice she gives. Like, what are they doing to this poor girl that she is this broken down and tired in her fucking interviews?
I think she is just she's working really hard to win another badge, girl. She only got one. You know,
She just one?
I think maybe two.
Not enough.
Not
enough.
Not enough. She's definitely barely. She's Chanel number 2. Okay, she's not. Okay.
So we find out that RuPaul announces the maxi challenge this week is you have to make an outfit inspired by one of RuPaul's songs. Do you have a RuPaul song that you would like to make an outfit based off of?
Oh, I would like to do Kitty Girl, which is what I think.
I was gonna say the same thing.
I think that there's so many looks you could do. And by the way, speaking of, I just got a cat the other day. So.
Oh God! Is it a hairless cat like Monet has? A hairless cat?
Yes.
Is it really?
It is. I got one because of Monet, because I don't like cat hair, and my boyfriend has been begging me to get a cat, and I met her cat, and it doesn't have hair, it doesn't shed, so I was like, oh my God, this is like the perfect antidote.
Have you ever seen a close-up of Monet's cat? That bitch has hair.
I mean, it's like very fine, but it's not like a regular cat where you touch it and it's like literally a glove.
That's true.
Yeah.
I think someone shaved a cat and gave it to Monet. I was like, yeah, it's hairless, girl, yeah. And then the hair started growing back. She's like, what the hell is this? What's your cat's name?
It is Ember, because she's like kind of charcoal-y looking.
I got an otter at my house named Jacob. Let's keep going through. So RuPaul said they have now, because Chanel, they're really trying to give Chanel an advantage here. They were like, girl, just because you were the first one, you get to go first. So Chanel chooses Christmas because she is obsessed with the holiday. And then she chooses, and so then you get to pick who goes after you. So there's actually a bit of strategy involved in this. So she picks Angeria because she's hoping that Angeria will then return the favor by helping her sew her dress, because Chanel says she has not touched a sewing machine in 15 years.
Girl, you are going back to Drag Race. You know the show. Why would you not brush up on sewing? I don't get it. I
just don't know how you can do drag and not touch a machine for 15 years. Even, like, I don't sew. I can sew, and I used to sew every day. I used to literally sew every single day before Drag Race because drag clothes are expensive, and I was just making all my own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I was doing shows like 6 shows a week, and you don't want to be the girl who's always in the same outfit because the girls will drag it. They will drag it.
Uh-huh.
There's a few things the girls will drag you for. Stealing someone else's number. Like if you do someone else's number, like the same actions, the same moves that they do, then you'll get dragged for that. If you're a smelly queen, you'll get dragged for that. If you're always wearing the same clothes, you'll get dragged for that. And if you are a thief, by the way, y'all, I'm not saying drag queens steal, but there are known drag thieves. Every town has a motherfucking drag thief.
Oh, you already know. You know the girl. I mean, not like if you're traveling, you don't know the people, but
they warn you.
Oh,
they'll warn you. They'll be like, don't put your shit down near her.
Yep. Zip up your bag, baby.
Because she will take your shit across state lines and wear it. If she stole it in Alabama, she'll wear it in Florida.
Oh, girl, there has been times I have seen at pageants a gown go missing from a contestant. And sure enough, months later, you see it in pictures in another pageant in states away. Girl, they will do it.
One time, I lent a jacket to one of my drag daughters named Honey LeBronx. And then Honey LeBronx had a drag queen staying with her, and that queen stole the jacket. The queen was like, hey, can I borrow this jacket? Honey was like, it's not my jacket. I cannot give you that jacket. I cannot in good faith lend that to you. It is not mine. So no, you cannot borrow it. And then she said, okay, took it anyway. Wore it out to the club, and then Monet's assistant, Patrick Minor, was at the club and was like, that jacket looks so familiar. Did Bob the drag queen give you that jacket? And she's like, nope, this is my jacket. She said, that's crazy because it looks just like a custom jacket that Bob the drag queen has. That's so crazy. It is custom and it looks just like the one. And she's like, no, girl, this is my jacket and it is just mine. So then Patrick texts me, I text Honey LeBronx. Honey LeBronx called the girl and then gathered my jacket back.
Girl, I would have snatched her right off that stage, bitch.
I mean, it was Patrick Swing of Farrah. It was
not in my jacket.
I mean, I was hot, but I was like, especially because it's a jacket that I really love. Here's a picture of the jacket. There's a picture of it. So I really, really love this jacket. It's the one you photographed where it's the leopard print jacket with the leopard print gown that Dallas Coulter made for me.
Oh yeah, not in my Dallas jacket.
Literally, yeah. And my fucking don't take my Lady Hyde. Let me tell you right now. I don't play around.
I've never had anything made by her except for a corset, and that corset lasted me years.
Yes.
Years.
There are some designers I don't play around about. Don't play around in my Diego Montoya. Do not play around in my Domino Couture. Do not play around in my motherfucking Lady Hyde. Don't play with me. This shit was expensive. They are hardworking. Several of them are Emmy Award winners. Don't play in my clothes.
And
don't play in my clothes.
Another fault. Drag queens stink. I don't need your sweaty ass balls dripping all over my custom Lady Hyde jacket.
Exactly.
Take that off your back.
That being said, so all the girls are picking what they want, and then they get to sewing. So Chanel says she hasn't used the machine in 15 years, which is wild. And then Plastique is gagging over mixed fabric. Plastique is looking at mixed fabric and being like, I wish I had that motherfucking box.
I mean, fabric is great, and fabric can do a lot for a look. It really can. If you're not a great seamstress, having good fabric does help. What Plastic can make literally anything out of anything. Girl, don't be gagging.
Obviously she didn't need it either. Obviously she did not need it because she ended up winning the challenge.
Exactly.
But you're right. In cases like Nina West was saved by the fabric.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, Nina did look good. We'll get there. I don't want to get ahead of things. So Ru does a little walkthrough. How far Ru is standing from the girls is sending me to the moon. I don't know why this is sending me. This table is gigantic, and especially when Georges is on one side and RuPaul is on the other side, standing across from this gigantic table, like Mommy Dearest in the Office scene. Don't fuck with me, fellas.
RuPaul is a diva, and like even in her like vulnerable moments that she tries to be like, you know, lovey and everything, she's still a diva, and she's already intimidating. So if she's standing next to you or further away, which is even more intimidating, I love it. I'm sure you've experienced this too. At least on season 9. It was different on All Stars, but on season 9, when they cut the cameras, RuPaul did not talk to you. Actually, they escorted you to a different part of the thing because she had to get touched up and all that kind of stuff. But it's a show. You know, it is a show. They are getting her together. One thing is, you don't stand in her light. You don't stand in her way of her camera. And bitch, you don't talk to her when the cameras are not on. I respect that. I respect it.
I had one moment where me and RuPaul had a completely off-camera connection. One moment. So what happened was, in the penultimate episode, each of us got eliminated. Me, Chi-Chi, Kim, and Naomi, we all got eliminated, and they only aired Chi-Chi's elimination, right? So when they eliminate you, each of us, one at a time, took turns walking RuPaul backstage. We grabbed her hand, and we danced off, and we walked backstage, and then you're backstage alone with RuPaul for like 3 minutes. Just literally you and RuPaul, no one else, no producers, no one touching you up.
Wow.
Just you and RuPaul. She's sitting in a chair. You're standing across from her. I think I might have been sitting in a chair too. I can't remember. And you're just standing there, hanging out with RuPaul. And she was so nice and so kind in that moment when it was just us alone backstage. And then she even, but I told Kim later, I said, when we were together, RuPaul told me I was going to win.
Oh my God. I bet you she was like, for real? I can't do it.
No, literally. Literally. She goes,
do her accent.
She goes, wait, really? I was like, yeah. She goes, that's crazy.
That's crazy. So I only had.
I never told her I lied about that. I never told Kim I lied about that.
Oh, so she's going to find out here.
Kim probably thinks to this day that RuPaul decided back.
Yeah. I love that. I never had any moments with her on any of the seasons, but when I filmed AJ and the Queen, they made me, because I did a lot of lines with RuPaul, like some of the scenes. And they made me run lines with her, and it was me, her, and then that little girl, and it was just us, and we were just running. She's such a kiki, like just very natural, very kind, very sweet.
Let me say, Trinity, you are a very good actor. I watched you in AJ and the Queen. I watched the trailer for your zombie movie. I have not watched it yet, but I watched you on Drag Race, and you are genuinely a very good actor. I think there's a reason. There are certain girls when they call the Rue girls. There are certain girls who get called to do the acting, and there are certain girls who get called to do the standing around in the background. And you are one of the girls who gets called to do the acting. And you are a good actor. You're a good actor. Latrice is a good actor. Jinx is a good actor. Kati is a good actor. Alaska is also a good actor.
Well, I appreciate that, because all the few opportunities I've had to act, I've been scared to death, because I've never been trained. I don't know what I'm doing. It scares me to death. I also have girl, I almost said autism, but it's not that. It's I always forget the name. Huh?
Aphasia?
No, when you dyslexia. So like reading the scripts, because they give you like only your lines for that scene, it freaks me out. But thank you. It's so much fun. Especially the Slay movie was really, really fun to do.
I need to watch that. I got to download Tubi. Do I have to download? It's not. I have to download Tubi. Right?
Yeah, you have to download Tubi, but Tubi is actually a cute app because it's free, and they've really upped the ante with a lot of their original movies and stuff. They have a lot of horror movies.
That's clear. The trailer for Slay is it's a slay. I mean, not to sound too repetitive, but it is a slay.
Ever try to break a bad habit and felt like you were just climbing Mount Everest in some flip-flops? Yeah, we've all been there, girl. But here's a breath of fresh air, and that's Fume. It's not about giving up, it's about switching it up. Fume takes your habit and simply makes it better, healthier, and a whole lot more enjoyable. Fume is an innovative, award-winning flavored air device that does just that. Instead of electronics, Fume is completely natural, and instead of harmful chemicals, Fume uses delicious flavors. Instead of bad, Fume is good. Hello, it's math, y'all. It's a habit that you're free to enjoy, and it makes replacing your bad habit easy. Your Fume comes with an adjustable airflow dial and is designed with movable parts and magnets for fidgeting, giving your fingers a lot to do, which is helpful for de-stressing and anxiety while breaking your habit. Fume continuously invests in third-party studies to ensure the safety of their products, and Fume is backed by doctors in the US. I love how Fume looks in your hand. It feels luxurious, it's heavy, it's weighty. It's girthy. Fume has served over 300,000 customers, and you can be the next success story. For a limited time, use my code RIVALRY to get a free gift with your journey pack. Head to tryfume.com, that's tryfum.com, and use code RIVALRY to get a free gift with your order today.
All right, getting back into the thing. So you know what really gagged me during these little walkthroughs? Rue straight up called Mick a friend. That threw me a friend. She said a friend, and they hugged. I was like, not Mick being the Nepo baby of.
Well, girl, Mick is very, very well acquainted with a lot of people in Hollywood, so I'd make her my friend too. Girl, you want to get another show?
She knows people for real. It's because before she was a world famous drag queen, she was a celebrity makeup artist.
Yeah.
And these celebrity makeup artists, I know a couple of celebrity makeup artists. I toured with Madonna, and I know a few celebrities. Y'all don't get it. These makeup artists are spending hours a week just looking at this person. And you're gonna end up bonding. I mean, me and Layla McQueen have such a strong bond because she was just spend hours a day with me at the butt crack of dawn in Hawaii or in boot scooting South Dakota, and you just end up bonding because of all the time you spend together. I really miss Layla too. Aw.
Makeup artists and hairstylists are your therapists, literally.
Yeah. My hairstyles, I don't really spend much. I mean, I just send the hair off.
Well, yeah, obviously. I really like Layla, too. I'm so glad that Layla got the opportunities that she got after the show, because she is very talented, also very, very nice. And I remember after I got on season 9, she did a gig with me, and people were kind of like about her because she just was kind of early out. But I'm glad that she's getting her flowers now because she's definitely talented.
Yeah, she's amazing. She's amazing. Now Chanel feels bad with talking to RuPaul because she was the first girl to ever send herself home. She was the first girl to be like, she walked so Bendela Krim could run. She ran so that Heidi in Closet could fly. She flew so that Adore Delano could soar. And when all you girls who send yourselves home, you don't know. Chanel is the queen who sends herself home, and she did it first on season 1, honey.
With attitude. Said, you have never said that I'm beautiful, so I am leaving.
Honestly, it's so iconic. Chanel nominating herself is so iconic, which is crazy because she was slaying.
Yeah.
Season 1. She was, I think she would have easily, no shade, she would have taken Rebecca Glasscock's spot in the top 3.
Oh, absolutely. That is not even a question.
Yeah, no shade to Miss Glasscock. I still think BB would have won. BB was a rightful winner.
Oh, yeah.
But she would have for sure been top 3 in my opinion.
Yep, I agree.
And Angie is now Angie's helping Chanel a lot. And she's like, do I have time to finish my outfit? So, and Angie is like on like her, by the time we hit the runway, she's on her 3rd draft of this outfit. Like, I don't know how many she actually started, but she has made several mini garments or at least dreamed up at least 3.
Well, it's because RuPaul threw her through a loop. She had an idea in her mind, and she was ready to do that idea. RuPaul said that, well, that's not very the song. And so that sent Angeria spiraling.
Mm-hmm. Well, RuPaul said, I don't want to sway you. RuPaul said, I don't want to sway you. I'm just saying. All I'm saying is I am the judge, jury, and the executioner. But don't let my opinion, what do I matter?
All Angeria could see is that white and black striped spiral just spiraling. Girl, she didn't know what to do. That's why her outfit kind of looks like it's multiple different kinds of costumes put together.
Right. Also, I'm asking this. Is it cold in the room? Is it hot? Angeria's shirtless. Plastique's wearing a fur coat. Roxy's in a hoodie. Is it cold? Is it hot? What's happening in this room?
Girl, I don't know. My experience, I was always cold. So for Angeria to be, she must be very hot-blooded, which is what I am very hot-blooded now, but the workroom is cold.
Well, she's from Atlanta. Us Atlanta folks are typically not. We normally run cold. I'm always cold. I'm living in the Arctic Circle with my partner. Okay, this may have been covered already because I've only seen 2 episodes this season. Is Roxy Andrews still wearing the same makeup dress from season 5?
I don't know if it was made apparent or if this is a new rendition. I know that she's always had one like this. But from my recollection, the last time I saw the original one, she was looking very tattered, honey. Very tattered. Like the end of the Civil War tattered, okay?
It's kind of iconic though, isn't it?
Yes. Well, girl, I had my leopard print robe at all 3 of my seasons. I still have that thing from season 9.
How's she holding up? How's she holding up?
Good, girl. I think I might auction her off for a charity or something.
And listen, I would say this: if Roxy ever puts the makeup dress up for sale, I will be first in line to get my hands on this garment because that thing is. I remember the whole plot. Everyone kept like, "What do you wear? It's my makeup dress, girl. Leave me alone." I love that little makeup dress. I want to make myself.
Is that why some of your designs from your fashion line are kind of that shape?
Exactly.
Yes, ma'am.
Because it flatters the body.
The true inspiration, Roxy Andrews. And Bob is here to make it clear.
So while they're doing makeup, Plastique is still sewing. Still. Kind of gaggy.
This is a huge garment. It's a huge undertaking. And not only is it huge, but it's very intricate.
Yes. I was about to say that. Even without the train, that dress is intricate.
Mm-hmm.
She's sick. Like she's fucking sick.
In the head.
So in the head for trying to make something like that. So while we're here, let's go ahead and look at these outfits and see what we think about these girls and what they are wearing up in these streets, honey. So up first, we're gonna talk about the judges. So we have RuPaul is wearing this feather like maxi one shoulder maxi dress with a belt in the middle. I actually like this. I think it's pretty cute. It's very camp. She does like a pinata.
I love it. I think RuPaul looks really great in reds and pinks and purples. I also like this color hair on her. I don't like when RuPaul goes like too white blonde. I like her in this caramel, like almost like a dusty color blonde.
You like the warm.
Yes, and I like her with a lot of blush. I think she looks great here.
Yeah, everyone looks good. Jeremy Scott looks good. Michelle looks good. Maddie looks good. The judges look immaculate this week.
I don't know if you know. Okay, so I haven't talked to you all season, but I want you to go back. I don't know if you would agree with me, but Michelle always either looks like a grandma or a young pop star, and it always depends on her hair.
Today is giving pop star to me.
Oh no, she looks fabulous right now, but sometimes she'll be wearing these old lady updos, and it literally looked like a pageant updo from 1984.
Like one of the pageant queens from
Yes, literally.
You ever go to one of those clubs and they have all their pageant winners up on there, and the pictures start going back and they start getting black and white, and then
Oh yes, the promos. They used to have to go take them to an actual photography studio to get printed.
that's so fierce to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to go back and check her out. So let's go on to number one. So we'll start with Plastic Tiara. You know, I will say this: my only critique for this is that I did not need this hideous cover-up moment. I didn't need that. This dress is too pretty to be holding it like the way she was. It is just too pretty for her to be holding it the way she was holding it. In my humble opinion.
I liked it. I thought it was a creative way to reveal it. The only thing I will say is you could tell, because they always do two run-throughs walking down. You could tell that this one, the one that she walked first, was where the stars were folded in because that's how it fell. And she probably didn't do the reveal for the second run-through and had it all laid out.
But we can't trust you. Did you do that one cover-up that one time? That was
Oh, girl. Okay, I already know what you're going to say. Let me tell you what. Let me tell you, Miss Bob. I'll tell you, they were not, at least I didn't understand the brief, okay? They did not explain that. I did not know we were doing a runway. I thought we were just going out there and doing the lip sync. I didn't know we were doing a runway. And then when we were lined up and we were going out there, I was like, well, I've already committed to this. So I guess this is what I'm doing. I mean, I guess I'm just going to go out there in this cover-up because I only had it on because I thought we were going to do the thing. And
a lip sync.
A lip sync. And the only song that the cover-up didn't really go with was the freaking one that I used it for.
And it was that all the way to the. It was
all
like
the way, girl.
No feet, no arms. You were just a cone.
Just a head with legs.
Which, okay, for everyone who know, that was me in my motherfucking Amazon robot outfit. I did not know. So back in my day, they didn't tell you if it was a challenge or if it was a runway. They did not tell you.
Yeah.
I thought to myself, there's no way they're going to put us on the runway in roller skates. I can't roller skate. So if I do, I don't even know what I'm going to do. There's no way they'll do this. I was like, they're going to take us to like because back in those days, they used to still take the girls out to like strip clubs and on the street. So I was like, we're going to go to a skating rink. We're going to do something like roller derby. I never thought in a million years that was going to be a run. I would not have worn an Amazon catsuit House of Bezos if I had known. So you and I, we both got duped.
Girl,
honey.
Not a lick was told. Or maybe I just didn't understand the brief. But yeah, that's why I kept it on the whole time. I was like, well, girl, I'm out here. I've committed. I'm
obsessed. But yeah, this outfit is absolutely stunning. I love this headpiece she's wearing. I love this hair color on her as well. She did a great job. For me, this was the best outfit of the week.
Absolutely. I hands down. I mean, everybody else is fighting for runner-up. For sure.
Yeah, and not only that, this might be top 3 top 5 best outfits ever made in the workroom on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Ever. For sure. And she said that she did her makeup in 30 minutes because she was working on this outfit.
Well, she's so fucking cunt.
And
like,
she still looks this
girl.
I would have to showgirls her with this.
Right? Like, you're getting marbles, bitch.
Girl,
I'm sorry.
something.
You're getting marbles.
Something. Because it's fierce.
So let's move on to Georges. So does Georges not wear pads anymore?
Did she ever wear pads?
Yeah, she used to wear pads. On her first season, she wore pads.
Girl, these days, ain't nobody wearing pads, ain't nobody wearing titties, ain't nobody wearing nails, ain't nobody doing drag on Drag Race.
It works for some people. It works if you're like Naomi Smalls and you're 6'4".
Oh no, Naomi, her body is right. She has a supermodel body.
Or like Monet has a big fat booty, but also Monet is something that Monet and Naomi are both doing. Even though they're not wearing pads, they are wearing corsets.
Girl, you know how much I had to persuade Monet to stop wearing pads? I was like, Monet, you don't need pads. Your ass is huge. And it pushes forward a little. You don't need pads. You have shade.
Well, Monet was wearing these little bitty. She had little bitty pads. I wear pads that go from like my natural hip all the way down to my knee. Monet was wearing these little pancakes that you put right in the pocket so that you wouldn't have that little concave thing that a lot of
call boy dents. The boy dents. Everybody calls them boy dents. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they do.
But anyway, back to Georges. I don't love this outfit. And I just wish I wish she would wear some pads again. I just wish she would. Because I remember thinking to myself that her pads looked really good. I remember being like, wow, what great pads Georges has.
I remember on the episode that RuPaul was giving her compliments on the proportions. And to me, looking at this, the proportions are off. I feel like the thing needs to be way more like French cut. So right now her torso looks very long. And her legs look short when she's walking. But, girl, her mug, she is beautiful.
Yeah, she looks stunning.
Stunning. Absolutely
She
beautiful.
looks absolutely stunning.
And that is fine to me. It's not anything to write home about. This would be like a lip sync for your life outfit or a girl group outfit. I don't know that this is appropriate for a show-stopping sewing challenge.
Yeah, but I do think that she's working to the highest of her capacity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like she does.
It looks better than her challenge when she won a sewing challenge on her original season. This does look better than that.
That is true. And also, when you're as short as Georges, you got to be careful making your legs look short. It's so easy to make your legs look short when your legs are actually short.
Yep. Yeah.
This is the problem that Ginger Minj kept having on her All-Star season the second time. She would wear Ginger Minj is really short, and she would wear these outfits that would make her legs look even shorter. I was like, girl, you're not helping yourself at all here.
And then she would wear any outfit and would make her neck look even shorter.
Yeah, she did that. She did that to herself a lot. Let's go on to Got Mick. I really love this dress. I do not get what T.S. Madison was going on about this goddamn bag. This bag does not look good. It's giving arts and crafts project. The dress, to me, genuinely looks high fashion. I do not see what T.S. Madison saw in this fucking bag.
Yeah, I think that the dress is well made. I still don't think that this is like Jeremy Scott was going on and on and on about the dress, and I get it because it's more fashion. I am a costume queen. I like things more costume. And this is fierce, but it's a little too simple for me for a sewing challenge. I like the concept of the purse. But I agree with you. It does look arts and crafts. Even my boyfriend, who's like the straightest pansexual you've ever seen, said that it looked cheap.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, and also when there's shots of her in Untucked, she's ripping it. She did not take the dress off. She ripped this dress to shreds when taking it off. She was like, and like,
wow.
I don't know if it was on. I don't know how she put this dress on, but this dress did not survive the trip home.
A girl, I wonder. Yeah, I mean that's gotta be. I don't know how she would have even got it on because that's so thick to sew a zipper down there would be almost impossible. She probably had to get sewn in it.
Yeah, I love how severe her makeup always is. She always looks kind of evil,
Fierce.
kind of like
she's like a villain.
Like Yeah, she looks like a fucking villain. These pencil thin eyebrows, the two tone hair, the that big jaw that she
Yeah,
has. I
I love it.
love the way that she does her, like just how severe she is always gonna give severe with
Very
Nick.
edge, very on edge, always. Like she's very severe, like very Lady Gaga for a period of time.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
You remember when all the pop divas used to be so extreme? When Nicki Minaj was dressing crazy, when
crazy.
Katy Perry and Lady Gaga were dressing insane, and now it's just kind of like I don't know. All of fashion is taking this like pop, not just drag, not just like pop stars drag. Is taking this like really muted.
Yeah. The only one
I'm not
that's really doing that now is that new artist,
Chapel Roan,
Chapel. Yeah. Yep. Yep.
and that's why everyone's gagging for her. They're gagging because they're so desperate for
Good
camp,
drag, and it has to be her. Yeah.
right? And every once in a while, Sam Smith will give us a
Oh, girl.
a camp
Girl.
moment.
Girl, no. No. Same.
Um,
He needs to stop. They need to stop.
so
They.
so let's go on to Chanel. You know, I'm gonna just go ahead and this is not nice.
No.
I don't like this at all.
Cancel Christmas.
Girl,
Girl.
let's just go straight to New Year's. I'm gonna celebrate Kwanzaa this year. Let's do Hanukkah.
Girl.
Anything but Christmas.
I want to go back to Halloween, bitch. This is awful. This, this is the thing. You got the choice of fabrics, and I get it. You love Christmas, but Drag Race has done this kind of challenge where they've wanted people to make things out of Christmas stuff in the past. It never looks good. Never. Why? Christmas is supposed to be for table decorations, not wardrobe.
I do not love this. I don't like any part.
If you take off the Christmas stuff, the dress is still a poorly made dress. Like, it ripples in the back. She has to constantly pull it down. I will say her legs look great, and her mug never declines.
That's clear. Yeah. I mean, Chanel's always going to be beautiful in the face. And she does have great legs. We remember when she showed us that ass in season 1.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, even the very base of this dress is just bad. I don't know what the hell Angie did for her, but it wasn't a favor. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. She's not beautiful tonight.
I'm Miss Dan. I don't say she's not beautiful. She'll look beautiful tonight. Let's move on to Roxy Andrews, who truly looks great. This looks so well made. I love this bandana, like inlay on the collar.
Yeah.
The shoulder pads in the bolero, the fringe. I do wish Jeremy Scott was right. She should have kept that bolero on much, much longer.
So the only thing that I don't like about this outfit is I don't like the writing on the back. I think she was rushing. Obviously, she even said that in there. She was running out of time. So it just kind of looks a little off. I feel like the proportions of the lettering were off. But aside from that, she looks incredible. I like the hair. I like the makeup. I like the outfit. Being in Orlando and getting to see Roxy live a lot, because she's still on cast at Southern, she makes everything she wears. She's always pushing the boundaries with like a theme. And she is like what any pageant girl, if you ever ask them, everybody says Sasha, and I love Sasha Colby. But if most pageant queens would reference Roxy as one of the top pageant queens. And
Roxy is a very respected. She's very respected in the pageant world. Her, Barbie.
Oh, Giselle. Oh, girl, Giselle, and that's 2 from Orlando. I mean, is Giselle
very
here anymore? Who?
There's very respected in the pageant.
Very, very. Bitch, I would live to see Giselle on Drag Race. She'd have to step up her makeup game some, because she still paints, not stage. But
yeah,
girl, she performs better than anybody. Oh.
Well, we'll discuss the Trixie versus Roxy during Untucked, which is obviously a Patreon exclusive. But we will be discussing the girls are fighting.
I love also. Who do you hate?
Also, Roxy's low key false advertising. I don't know for sure, but I feel like she said on stage once, Roxy is not a bottom.
No, she's not. She's not a bottom.
So she's false advertising. So all of y'all who got happy in the pants, You put it away because all you're gonna do is get to look at it. You're not gonna get to touch it, honey.
Well, that's not true. There's lots of tops that like their ass ate. And she's just giving
But you ain't gonna put nothing up in there except your tongue.
she'd give them access, lick a little puss and then, flip over, sweetie.
Let's go on to Vanjie. Vanjie looks really good here. This dress is very simple, but she honestly accessorized it beautifully. These belts that match these boots, and then then that one silver buckle that goes into the belt made out of the fabric, and the fact that she lined the jacket with the same material as the fabric is really fierce. She can sew. Lining is hard, y'all. I mean, for me anyway. So the fact that she lined that is good, and also her padding. Is she padded? Because if she is, it looks really good.
No, I don't. I think she just corsets. She does what Naomi does. She just corsets. Yeah. I think Vanjie always this season her hair is always right. Her makeup is always right. I think she looks adorable. I love the coat. I think she had the same problem that Roxy had. She took it off too soon. I do agree with you that it is very well styled, and that is what saves her here, because to me, this is just a tube dress. I don't like.
It's a very simple dress. It's a tank dress for sure, yeah. But the styling is really.
But for me, this is the same silhouette dress as Chanel's. Hers is a tube dress too. So this is what you're saying. It all depends on how you style it.
Yeah, Chanel didn't do herself any favors in the styling of that one.
No, Christmas wreath.
Let's move on to Nina West, who got some of the highest praise this episode, even though she was being low-key graded on a curve. I'm going to give it to her. She looks good. I think the fabric is doing a lot of the heavy lifting here, but she does look really good. I do wish that her little satellite was a little bit to the side, just a little bit to the side.
Why do you say that?
Because when she first came out, it looked like it was giving this.
Is that a bad thing?
You're a monster. You're a monster.
No, I'm just kidding. Right here, I said this to Monet before. Black hair is Nina's color. This looks so sleek on her. Her makeup does look beautiful. I agree with you. I think the hat needs to be tilted a little bit because of the shadowing. I love this. I have been waiting for Nina to give us a little bit more fashion with her drag, and it just looks absolutely beautiful. I can see that it's a corset where she put panels of fabric on it, but I'm just so proud of her. Like, for her to make this out of what we've seen her wear, this looks better than half of her wardrobe that she had Patrick Howell make her.
Yeah, she looks really, really good. And I think that, and also a lot of times when you see a queen who has one designer make them something and it looks so great on one queen, it looks bad on something, it's because of that queen's taste. Like, these queens go to these designers and they say tacky things, and then the designers make them tacky clothes.
Well, this is the thing, girl. If you know that your strong suit is not clothes and fashion and costumes, you have so many friends. I love her. There's so many girls that would love to have helped her design some stuff.
Yeah, because Patrick made all of Eureka's costumes for seasons
and
1
Eureka,
and 2.
Always one thing, you could say a lot of things about Eureka, but Eureka has good drag.
Yeah, Eureka has impeccable drag, and this is literally not even up for debate. Her hair is always on point.
Always.
Her garments are always great. She's very beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a pretty well established fact that Eureka is a very good drag queen, and she has impeccable drag, and she's also a really good performer.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why she's always made it to the end except for the year that she hurt her leg. But the other two times that she made it to the end because...
Well, watch out for Canada versus the world. Let's see. Will she make it?
Oh, unless her other knee pops out of place, bitch. Sabotage.
So let's move on to Angeria. I'll let you go first. I realize I've gone first on every single one.
Hate it. I think she looks beautiful from the bottom of the titty up.
I was gonna say the same
I
thing. From the
feel
belt
like
down, this is
it.
from the belt down. This is lazy, 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 lazy. This is so lazy from the belt down.
Yep. Yeah. From the
And the
boobies
belt
up.
is too big. Why is the belt so giant?
Girl, I don't get it. The proportions are also weird. It makes her legs look, I mean, she is really thin, but it makes her legs look really thin and like she's almost top heavy.
You know what was not a compliment on a design challenge? I love your hair. Oh, my hair is the favorite part of this look. That's on a design challenge. That is not a compliment.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
And Jeremy Scott hit her with that. Your hair is so good.
And the hair is weird. I don't personally, the hair is cool. It's made well. I personally don't like the style. I just think it overwhelms her. Angeria is stunning. I like Angeria when Angeria is giving me pageant and glamour. That's what I associate with her. I feel like this is her trying to do something different, which is cool. I can appreciate it. I don't like it. It's not my style. I don't like it.
I think the hair could look good, but this is not the outfit. This hair overwhelms this simple garment.
Yeah. And I am living for Angeria this season. I think this was a miss.
Yeah, I don't get why everyone's calling her delusional when she's clearly one of the front runners.
I think she could possibly win the whole thing.
Yeah, she's doing quite well this season. So let's go on to the judging. I mean, there wasn't really much in the judging except them gushing over that hideous bag that Gottmik had. But I mean, did you have any notes from the judging that you wanted to point out?
No, again, nothing really stood out. I told you, like, RuPaul had gave Georges that compliment about proportions, and I didn't think the proportions were right. This is the thing with the judges. The judges, it's a TV show, and the judges always have to make points to further the narrative of what they need, which is understandable. And that's why a lot of times the audience doesn't always agree with what the judges say.
Yeah. So let's go on to the fact that Roxy Andrews. So Plastic said this. This true? Roxy's never lost a lip sync on Drag Race ever.
Never lost.
Damn, that's fierce.
Yeah, I think even when she was a lip sync assassin, she won.
Damn, and I don't think that Plastique has ever won a lip sync.
I don't know.
Obviously, she didn't send anyone home her season.
Mm-hmm.
She has lost 3 lip syncs this season alone.
Well, some of that's to do with the fact that she wasn't lip syncing some of the words. Now, I will say this: Plastique is a fabulous performer. I don't think it's the fact that she's not a good performer. I think she just happens to be going up against some really good lip syncers.
She recently said in an interview that she does not lip sync any men's lyrics. If it's a man singing, she will not lip sync it. That's what she said. Why she didn't do that.
Girl,
rap.
I don't eat mayonnaise, but if I was in a competition on Drag Race and they said you better fucking lick the spoon dry, girl, that mayonnaise would be gone.
I mean, especially if you're raising money for your charity, bitch, lip sync these manly words, honey.
Well, exactly. Yes.
I mean, we've had full on women on the show lip syncing, Peppermint lip sync to Macho Man. You can lip sync to a man's part.
Yes. Yes, girl, give them what they want. You have $0 for your charity. You have 4 badges and $0.
That's true. You say you're talking about how you don't lip sync to men, but your charity has no money. Girl, if you don't fucking bump them lips and get some money for your charity.
Yeah, you better be lip syncing all the men's songs, honey.
Literally. Roxy Andrews wins this lip sync, so cementing her as one of the true lip sync assassins in the entire history of RuPaul's Drag Race. And Plastique loses another ring, cementing her as one of the true. I don't know what to call her. But I agree.
I wouldn't say she's. She definitely hasn't won challenge or lip syncs, but I think she's a good performer. Roxy annihilated. I couldn't even watch Plastique because Roxy just annihilated. The coat for her outfit. Just it played perfectly. She styled like how because you get to know what the song is before, so you know what to wear. So she styled this perfectly for the song. She had the gags that were not overboard for exactly what she needed for the song to express the song. It was amazing. Her facial expressions, her actions. I was living.
She also did the Diana Ross bounce. When Diana Ross does this little bounce, well, I'm normally Diana Ross has a big afro that's like bouncing up and down, but she did the bounce. She understood the song. There's no question who won this. Roxy won fair and square.
Yeah, absolutely. I loved what she was wearing. I loved her hair. I loved the file. Roxy has on nails. She doesn't always have on nails. And so it just all makes.
Is that a read? She doesn't always
not a read. It's. I was just no. I was just thinking because she doesn't always wear nails, but I was thinking maybe she put on nails because of the lip sync song. Yeah.
I'm just saying we know this, Roxy. You're not always wearing.
No.
We clocked it. Is all we're saying.
No. And as Alaska says, if you're not wearing nails, you're not doing drag.
So this season, Plastica's lost 4 lip syncs. Roxy does not tiptoe around. She does not pussyfoot. She don't play games. She walks straight to Angeria. Angeria knows she already has her hand out. Has she been snipped the most this season?
Yes. Well, yes. 3 times maybe. It's between her and Roxy because they've cut each other both twice, I think.
But Roxy is currently in the lead. Roxy now has 4. She's 1 badge ahead of everyone else. Or anyone else.
No more scissors.
No more snipping. So, honey, and they better hope there's no more design stuff going on, because if there's more design next week, it's going to be a wrap. It's not. We already saw.
RuPaul throws a couple of badges, and y'all all have to run to grab them, honey. You better hope.
Right. It's a Rusical next week, so I feel like who's going to do well here?
Nina has to. Nina does Rusicals. Who else sings live? Is it live? Maybe Chanel. Maybe Chanel will do good because she's kind of theatrical.
I think it's lip sync. I heard that Nina was really good in Hairspray. I heard that she was like sickening.
I didn't get to see her, but I saw clips. I also recently saw where she sang live with a gay orchestra or a gay men's choir, and it was amazing. It was amazing. She's great. Yeah. She's fabulous.
She's a good performer.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So there you have it. Roxy Andrews is currently in the lead. Chanel is bringing up the rear. And then there's a couple queens, trailing right behind Roxy Andrews. And we will be discussing the Roxy Andrews versus Trixie Mattel drama exclusively over on the Patreon. So we will see you there. You can go to siblingrivalry.com/support or go to your Google search engine and type in Sibling Rivalry Patreon, and we will see you there for the exclusive content. See you all soon.
See ya.